Hello everyone and welcome back to another exciting episode of Bodybuilding Nation. Today we're diving deep into several important developments in the professional bodybuilding world, including Vito's impressive victory at the Arnold Classic Brazil, updates on Breon Ansley and Reuben Mosquera, Brandon Hendrickson's preparation, and the upcoming FIBO Germany Showdown. Let's jump right in. Let's begin with the Arnold Classic Brazil results, where Vito secured a commanding victory. This win guarantees his Olympia qualification, marking what will be his Olympia debut this October. It was particularly touching to see Vito holding a photo of his coach Chris Aceto alongside his trainer Fabrizio during his victory celebration, a genuine gesture acknowledging those who've contributed to his success. Now that we have access to the high-definition footage of Vito's performance, we can provide a more comprehensive analysis of his physique and presentation. One significant advantage Vito possesses over most competitors is his exceptional front double biceps pose. This being the first mandatory pose gives him an opportunity to make a powerful first impression not only on the judges but also on spectators. Starting strong can establish momentum throughout the entire comparison round. Despite his impressive package, there's universal agreement that Vito could substantially enhance his posing routine and presentation. Even with his current physique, implementing some technical refinements in his posing execution would transform him into an even more formidable competitor. These small adjustments could dramatically improve how his physique is perceived on stage. His quadriceps development is truly extraordinary, arguably among the best in professional bodybuilding today. There's noticeable improvement in his overall mass compared to previous appearances, which has enhanced his X-frame and V-taper, creating a more aesthetic overall package. His hamstring development deserves special mention as well. They display excellent thickness and development, complemented by exceptional conditioning. This level of conditioning is consistent with what we've observed across all three professional shows Vito has competed in since the Tampa Pro. The progress he's made since earning his pro card in late 2022, specifically November, is remarkable. Comparing his physique from last year's Arnold to yesterday's appearance reveals significant improvements, particularly in his lower body development. Eventually, Vito may need to strategically adjust his training to allow his upper body to catch up with his lower body development. While there's currently no noticeable disproportion between his upper and lower halves, continued emphasis on quad development could potentially create imbalance in the future. That said, he has made noticeable improvements to his upper body as well. His arms and deltoids show increased size, but these remain areas where additional development would benefit his overall package. Specifically, continued development of his deltoids would further enhance his already impressive V-taper. His chest appeared significantly fuller this time around, finally displaying that coveted chest hang that adds depth to front poses. Hearty congratulations to Vito on this victory. Those post-show celebratory meals are certainly well-deserved. However, his preparation isn't over yet. He'll be returning to his nutrition and training plan tomorrow as he prepares for the Pittsburgh Pro, where he'll face significantly tougher competition. A strong showing there could potentially shake up the competitive hierarchy and surprise many in the bodybuilding community. Regarding the other competitors at Arnold Brazil, the level of competition didn't pose a serious challenge to Vito. Leonardo Perez secured second place with impressive mass, but lacked the conditioning quality that Vito displayed, particularly in his back and lower body. If I recall correctly, we last saw Perez at the FIBO Pro Brazil in 2022, where he won against Marcelo Cruz. Speaking of Cruz, he placed third at this event, showing decent quadriceps separation but needing additional mass to truly contend with the top-tier competitors. Carlos André secured fourth place, with Caetano Pascarnik rounding out the top five. This completes our coverage of the Arnold Brazil results. Next on the competitive calendar is FIBO Germany, scheduled for next weekend, which will feature several notable competitors vying for Olympia qualification. Moving on to our next topic, former training partners Breon Ansley and Reuben Mosquera recently reconnected for a training session under the guidance of Chris Cormier. Based on Reuben's current physique, he's clearly not in competition preparation mode or anywhere near stage-ready condition. To provide perspective, compare Reuben's current appearance to former classic physique Olympia champion Breon Ansley. who is deliberately in a growth phase, transitioning to the 212 division. Reuben's condition mirrors Breon's. Both are clearly in the depth of their off-season building phase. This observation effectively dispels rumors suggesting Reuben might compete at the upcoming New York Pro. Those speculations were clearly unfounded. Focusing on Breon Ansley, his transition to the 212 division presents an intriguing competitive narrative. His goal is to challenge established 212 competitors like Kamal El Gagni, Sean Clarida, Angel Calderon, and others at this year's Mr. Olympia. However, Breon must first secure a qualifying win at a 212 event to earn his Olympia invitation. Breon has been explicit about his intention to qualify through competition rather than seeking a special invitation. He wants to earn his place on the Olympia stage legitimately. This marks the first time in many years that Breon has truly allowed his body to grow substantially without weight class constraints. Realistically, when he competed in Classic Physique, Breon weighed approximately 180 pounds on stage. In the 212th division, he could potentially come in around 205 pounds or slightly more. An additional 20+ pounds of quality muscle would transform his physique dramatically. The most critical area requiring improvement is his leg development. To be competitive in the 212 division, significantly larger legs are absolutely essential. This should be his primary focus during this growth phase. Men's Physique division potential rule changes. Recent discussions have emerged regarding potential rule changes in the men's physique division, specifically concerning the length of board shorts and whether athletes' leg development should be evaluated as part of the judging criteria. This conversation gained momentum following comments by Arnold Schwarzenegger during the Champions Seminar at the recent Arnold Classic event. Thus far, no official response or position has been announced regarding this potential modification. However, three-time men's physique Olympia champion Brandon Hendrickson, who recently appeared alongside Jay Cutler, would likely welcome such changes. Brandon possesses excellent leg development and balanced proportions between his upper and lower body. He's currently preparing for the Pittsburgh Pro, where he'll be approximately 5 weeks out from competition in this photo. Brandon appears to be in phenomenal condition already. His competitive objectives extend beyond the immediate competition. He's determined not only to defeat Erin Banks, the reigning men's physique champion, but also to recapture the Olympia title from Ryan Terry, which would be his 4th Olympia victory. This would tie Jeremy Buendia's record of 4 men's physique Olympia titles. The year Brandon took away from competition seems to have reinvigorated his passion and motivation for the sport. The Pittsburgh Pro is shaping up to be an explosive event, particularly given that Erin Banks will also be competing. These two athletes have a well-documented rivalry and considerable tension between them, which adds another compelling dimension to the competition. James Hollingshead pre-FIBO update. We recently saw James Hollingshead guest posing at the NPC Bare Bodies Classic. This appearance is particularly significant as James will be competing at FIBO Germany in less than a week, battling for Olympia qualification against Samson Dauda and Sergio Oliva Jr. During his guest posing, James appeared massive and full. It's difficult to predict precisely how his physique will translate to the competition stage in just 1 week, as James has demonstrated the ability to make dramatic changes to his physique in very short timeframes, even as little as 6 days. A primary concern for James will likely be midsection control, particularly considering that his main competitors, Sergio and Samson, both display excellent abdominal development and control. This could become a critical comparison point during the competition. Sergio Oliva Jr. final preparations. Sergio Oliva Jr. recently completed his final training sessions in the United States before departing for Germany. He's traveling early to ensure proper acclimation and to minimize any travel-related complications that might affect his performance. In retrospect, Sergio's public acknowledgement of chest development issues was perhaps strategically questionable. He mentioned being unable to train his chest and shoulders optimally, and examining his most recent most muscular pose update, the chest development does indeed appear to be lagging somewhat for someone less than a week from competition. For both James and Sergio, FIBO Germany represents their most favorable opportunity to secure Olympia qualification. The competition schedule becomes increasingly congested after this event, with major shows occurring in rapid succession. If Samson Dauda manages to bring the same impressive package he displayed at the recent Detroit Pro, he'll be exceptionally difficult to defeat. That said, James Hollingshead showed notable improvement between the Arnold Classic Ohio and the Detroit Pro, suggesting that he and his coach Stefan are still refining his optimal competitive look. Interestingly, Stefan will be facing a complex situation at FIBO Germany, as both Sergio and James are working under his guidance. This competition will test Sergio's frequent assertion that his previous competitive disappointments stemmed from difficulties with peak week decisions due to pre-competition anxiety and pressure. Regardless of current chest development concerns, what matters most is that Sergio arrives on stage with exceptional conditioning, dry, detailed, and thoroughly prepared. That will ultimately determine his placement far more than any single body part development. Conclusion. That wraps up today's comprehensive update on the current happenings in professional bodybuilding. We've covered Good Vito's victory at Arnold Brazil, Breon Ansley's 212 transition, Brandon Hendrickson's preparation, and the upcoming FIBO Germany Showdown featuring James Hollingshead and Sergio Oliva Jr. If you enjoyed this analysis, please hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to Bodybuilding Nation for more in-depth bodybuilding content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video with more exclusive updates from the world of professional bodybuilding.